Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's more nail-biting news report than relaxing travel vlog. We're talking about the top 5 most dangerous countries on Earth. Now before you start packing your imaginary go bag in case of a sudden evacuation, let's be clear, danger is complicated. It's not just about crime rates or how likely you are to be bitten by a venomous spider. We're looking at a toxic cocktail of factors, from political instability and civil unrest to terrorism and humanitarian crises. Stay tuned to find out which countries made the list and more importantly why. Because, and I think we can all agree on this, understanding a problem is always the first step towards, not being eaten by it. Let's address the heavily armed militia in the room. Somalia, synonymous with danger for decades. A government mostly on paper contested by armed groups, fighting for territory, resources, and survival. Al-Shabaab making bombings a casual Tuesday, targeting civilians and government alike, like assembling a Lego set while it's kicked over. Also, grappling with poverty, famine, and drought. The universe added extra challenges, but Somalia is more than its problems. A rich history, vibrant culture, and deserving people. Next up we have South Sudan, a country that's practically brand new, having gained independence from Sudan in 2011. You'd think they'd be in their honeymoon phase with nationhood, right? Well, more like honeymoon from hell phase. Almost immediately after independence, South Sudan plunged headfirst into a brutal civil war. And when I say brutal, I'm talking about ethnic cleansing, mass displacement, and atrocities that would make even the most hardened war correspondent reach for a stiff drink. It's like watching a messy divorce unfold, except instead of arguing over who gets the dog, they're fighting with AK-47s. And the dog? Well, the dog represents the hopes and dreams of a peaceful and prosperous future, and it's currently hiding under the table, terrified. Millions of people have been displaced, and the country is facing a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions. Imagine a situation so dire that even aid workers are struggling to reach those in need. It's a perfect storm of violence, hunger, and despair, and it's a stain on the conscience of the world. Chapter 3. Syria, a nation in ruins. Moving on to a country that needs no introduction, at least not anymore. Syria. Once a place of historical significance and cultural richness, it's now synonymous with one thing: a bloody, protracted civil war that seems to have no end in sight. Imagine a country where going to the market for groceries could get you blown up by a barrel bomb, where ancient cities lie in ruins and millions have been forced to flee their homes, becoming refugees in a world that doesn't seem to want them. It all started in 2011 with peaceful protests against the Assad regime. Remember those heady days of the Arab Spring? But things quickly spiraled into a complex conflict involving government forces, rebels, terrorist groups like ISIS, and a whole host of international players with their own agendas. It's like someone threw a lit match into a fireworks factory, and now everyone's just trying to avoid getting blown to smithereens. The humanitarian crisis is staggering, with millions in desperate need of food, water, and medical care. Chapter 4. Yemen, a forgotten war, an unfolding catastrophe. Now let's talk about Yemen, a country that's often referred to as the Forgotten War. It's like the middle child of international conflicts, constantly overshadowed by its more attention-grabbing siblings. But make no mistake, the suffering in Yemen is real, and it's happening on a massive scale. Imagine a country where going to bed hungry is a daily reality for millions, where hospitals are bombed, and children are dying from preventable diseases, where a simple act of fetching water could get you caught in the crossfire. The conflict in Yemen is a tangled web of alliances and rivalries, with Saudi Arabia and Iran backing opposing sides. It's like a geopolitical boxing match, except the ring is a country already on the brink of collapse, and the spectators are the Yemeni people, trapped and suffering. The humanitarian crisis in Yemen is considered one of the worst in the world, with widespread famine, disease, and displacement. It's a man-made disaster of epic proportions, and the world seems content to look away. Chapter 5. Afghanistan, a land haunted by conflict. And finally we come to Afghanistan, a country that's been ravaged by war for decades. It's like that one friend who's always got some drama going on, except in this case the drama involves, Taliban takeovers and drone strikes. After the US withdrawal in 2021, the Taliban quickly seized control of the country, plunging it into chaos and uncertainty. It's like watching a movie sequel that's somehow worse than the original, even though you didn't think that was possible. The Taliban's human rights record is abysmal, especially when it comes to women and girls. They're basically back to square one with their freedoms restricted and their futures uncertain. Imagine living in a country where going to school or even showing your face in public could get you punished. The humanitarian situation in Afghanistan is dire, with widespread poverty, hunger, and a healthcare system on the verge of collapse. It's a complex and heartbreaking situation, and the future remains uncertain. Outro. Stay informed, stay hopeful. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 5 most dangerous countries on Earth, each facing a unique set of challenges that make them incredibly difficult and often dangerous places to live. But remember, these countries are more than just bullet points on a danger list. They're home to millions of people who deserve our empathy, understanding, and support. If you found this video informative, even remotely helpful in understanding the complexities of our world, then please, do the algorithm a favor and give us a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Stay safe, stay informed, and hopefully, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Stay safe, and see you in the next video.